Hi everyone, this is Sonnet. Yes, I know it's been some time. We have a lot happening, so I thought, why not come on here and give you a quick update. I know a lot of you are well and hanging in there, but this is still a tough time for a lot of people considering we have so much happening in our world out there right now. These transits are really stirring things up quite a bit, and there's still more to come, honestly. So we'll see how it all unfolds. But anyway, so I believe I mentioned this on a previous video from a year ago, believe it or not, that starting July of this year, we were going to go through a lot of shifting. And what I mean about shifting is that the transformation and the unfolding of events is happening a lot faster right now. We are accessing quantum time a lot quicker now. So naturally, you will notice an increase in synchronicity. Dreams are more vivid, where you may not just be dreaming, but you may actually be looking at something. You will also notice a lot of change come about. And it is quite significant change. It's not just external, but also internal from our own faculties. And like I said, it is quite significant. I'll give you an example. So the Lionsgate in August was interesting because there was, and still is actually, a lot of energy around cord cutting, mental and emotional cord cutting. Obviously, to people and things, a lot of karmic stuff, things that are still unresolved and unfinished, and are hanging in the, lingering in the etheric. So they're there somehow. Also, it's not just cords that we create and attach to these things and people, but also cords that people create and attach to us. And it's important to do this cutting because what will happen is that this stuff does get in the way of us stepping into our desired timeline in the way that we want to. It also gets in the way of our timing. So if you haven't consciously been cutting cords to things and removing some of these things, the good news is that there has been some divine intervention happening, be it from your higher self, your guides, your ancestors, your angels, the universe, God, whoever you connect to, but there has definitely been a higher intelligence at work here. Now, what happens when a cord is cut? Things come up, the resentment comes up, the fear, the doubt, also revelations as well. Certain things are shown to us, right? So it takes time to adapt. But it is important right now because we are essentially experiencing a wave at the moment. So we are being upgraded to a new timeline on a collective scale. And so there's a lot of newness, a lot of renewal in the field right now. So change has to happen. So if you have not experienced any change in your personal space, then be prepared because these shifts are too telling that it is almost impossible to not experience any change at all. There's also been a lot of energy around ancestral things, ancestral energies coming up. So there is just too much to talk about. These transits that we've been going through have been massive. The full moons, the eclipses. So there's been a lot of transformation, a lot of transformative things happening. But today I just wanted to give you a quick update because I know that I have been away for some time now, but I myself have been busy with other projects, podcasts. I've been focusing on my own personal journey as well for some time now. But although I have been away, I continue to work with some of you behind the scenes And I continue to receive messages on here, on Instagram, by email. And keep in mind, I am an empath and I am intuitive, so I can feel the energy behind these messages. And so a lot of them are sweet and kind and friendly, but they are also alarming. And that is okay, because this journey is alarming all around. It is not for the weak-hearted, right? So when I see that you guys are still asking for videos, updates, when you want responses to or answers to your questions, or when you tell me that you are still going back to the older videos for support, for guidance, some of you listen to the videos as you are falling asleep, and it has to do with the comfort. And so, I've done that. In the beginning of my journey, I used to watch a lot of twin flame videos, and it was for the comfort. You want to feel like you are not crazy. You want answers. And so I understand. And so to just leave this on the shelf and not do anything with it, it just doesn't feel right to me. And so this is why I asked you guys. I said, should we continue to talk about this twin flame stuff on here? And you guys said yes. So I agree. I think we should continue to talk about it. So let's talk about it. You guys, I am saying this now. I've said it before, and I will continue to say it. As silly as it sounds, but this is not my channel. This is your channel. And I'm speaking to those of you who have found some hope, some guidance, some support, some help, comfort, whatever, with these videos. Because that is what the guidance was. The guidance was to share my own personal experience as a twin flame with other twin flames out there. Because this is a very rare and it's a very real experience. And I know that the twin flame label is being passed around and picked up and all of that. But at the end of the day, it's a very rare thing, and you actually have to embody the twin flame template to understand, right? And so it's tough, but it's not impossible. But, that's what the guidance was. As you can see, I don't show myself on here. And it's not that I have anything to hide, but I am a very private person. I don't like to be the center of attention much. And I say this because I want you to know that I just didn't come on here to commercialize or to make this a big thing. But it was more to share my own experience with you and to help in any way that I can. And so that's what we are doing. Actually, when I first opened this channel, I was 3 years into my own twin flame journey. And that's when I felt the strong guidance. And I was still in there, alongside you guys in the pain and the attachment and the runner chaser thing. I was still evolving, and I've been through a lot. I've been through so much. I can't say that I've been through everything, because I understand and I acknowledge that there are some of you who do have quite rare and difficult circumstances with your twin. So I can't say that I've been through everything, but I have been through a lot. I've made some really good decisions that have actually changed my life for the better. But I've also made some decisions that were not so great. Choices that have prolonged my journey, my union, right? I've met some really nice people in the spiritual community, in the twin flame community. I've actually made friends with some of you, and so that's really nice. But I've also met people that have not been so good, people that have been on the darker, heavier side. who have hurt me, believe it or not. But it is what it is. So I've also done meditations. I've done healing on myself. I've had healing done on me. I've been to Reiki practitioners, shamans, psychic mediums, my aunt being one of them. I used to watch a lot of tarot videos in the beginning. And it had to do because of the intensity. You know, the recognition was so strong and the attachment, and I needed answers. I didn't know what to do, right? And so I've done things, I've did things, I've experienced things, and some worked, some didn't. And so that's what I want to share, so that maybe you guys don't have to make some of these same mistakes and prolong your journey. So yeah, we've been through so much, you guys, so much. And so, like I said, let's continue to talk about it. But one of the things I do want to mention today is to please be discerning about who you go to right now for help, what you read, what you listen to, because this transit that we are going through at the moment is, quite strange. There is a lot of illusion in the air, especially with spiritual things. The faculty of our imagination is quite vulnerable at the moment, where it is just so easy to soak up anything. Whether it is real or not, it's so easy to soak up and take in misinformation or disinformation just because of how it sounds. So the discernment is it's not on point right now, let's just say. So please be very careful with that. Also, you guys, please be careful with this. I have seen people with the name Sonnet 1117 out there, on here, on Facebook, Telegram, and what they're doing is they are replying to people's comments, and they're offering sessions, obviously, in return for money. They're offering guidance on WhatsApp, and I really hope you guys have not connected with these people, because that is not me. I will never reach out to anybody for support or to offer guidance, sessions, readings. I will not do that. So if you do need a session with me or you need some guidance, you can only reach me at sonnet1117@gmail.com, and that is it. That should be the first point of contact if you want to get to me. Or you can also find me at Sonnet1117 on Instagram. But that's about it. So please be very careful with that. The last thing I want for you is to be guided by somebody who might have not even had a legitimate awakening, or who may not even be on a twin flame path. So please be very, very careful with that. But anyway, so guys, please be very careful out there. These transits that we are going through are very sensitive. We are going through so much right now. So please be careful. Stay safe. Be good out there. Again, if you have any questions, you want to leave a comment, feel free to do so, or send me an email. But I love you so much, and until next time, bye everybody.